Hey, what's going on? Dave Erickson here with Everyman Driver, and today we're talking about reliability reality checks. I asked my audience, what's the first thing that broke on your car? And the answers are eye-opening. From touchscreen failures to drivetrain disasters, these real-life stories are certainly good warnings that not every car ages gracefully. So if you're shopping used or new, take notes. These are 10 real owner repair stories that might make you think twice. As always, if you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, first head over to quotes.everymandriver.com to compare local pricing and availability and avoid overpaying for a lemon. So let's get into it. Our first story is about the Subaru Outback and the infotainment failure here. This is from Tina in Oregon. The touchscreen froze up just 6 months into it. Sometimes it wouldn't even boot up at all. Dealer did 2 software updates, but the problems never fully went away. So I started using my phone for everything. That's a bummer. You buy a vehicle hoping it'll work. Even reliable brands can fumble on the infotainment. Always test the tech thoroughly and check forums or YouTube videos before you buy. Tina, you're not alone. Subaru nails the basics, definitely, but tech has always been considered a weak spot in recent years for this off-road Northwest and Northeast reliable vehicle. Next up, we have the Ford Explorer. Yep, transmission trouble with this one from Mike in Florida, who writes, started feeling rough shifts around 22,000 miles. The dealer told me it was normal behavior, but by 30,000 miles, he says, it failed completely. They replaced the transmission under warranty, but I lost all trust in the car and the brand. Yeah, the lesson here is that transmission hesitation is a red flag for sure. Research the forums again, check recalls, and read between the lines when dealers call it normal. But Mike, you nailed it. Drivetrain issues that early shouldn't be brushed off. Confidence in a vehicle surely matters. The next story is about the Tesla Model 3, which I happen to have owned a few years ago. Frozen door handles. This is from Emily in Michigan. She says here, in the winter, the rear door handles would freeze shut. I had to pry them open. Even then, she says, sometimes the doors wouldn't unlatch. Service said it was common in cold climates, not great for a $50,000 tech car. Cutting edge design doesn't always mean that you're going to have real world durability. Always ask how a vehicle performs in different climates. Hopefully you'll have someone who can tell you and educate you properly. That's the Tesla paradox, isn't it, Emily? Beautiful engineering, but sometimes not built for all environments. Maybe in Arizona, when it is self-driving, that might be a good deal. Next story is about the Jeep Grand Cherokee, another vehicle that I have owned in the past, twice actually. Electrical gremlins. This is from Jordan in Arizona. Check engine light came on in week 1. Then the parking sensors stopped working. The power liftgate jammed. When I was visiting a dealer every few weeks, it got old real fast. Jeep gets the look and the feel right if you use it for the right purposes, but electronics have long been an issue that have been across multiple models. Sorry to hear that, Jordan. It's a classic Jeep reliability arc. Great on paper, great off-road, but often plagued by the little things that seem to add up fast. This one's about the Nissan Sentra and its CVT slipping, from Lucas in Ohio. Lucas says, noticed it hesitating on acceleration. Thought it was just a small glitch. Dealer said the CVT was slipping, replaced it under warranty at 40,000 miles. I later found out it was a known issue for this generation. I want to know though, Lucas, how did you find out it was a known issue? Because maybe go back to that place, whether it was a forum or YouTube video. Budget cars with CVTs can be hit or miss. Always check long-term transmission reliability records on those older CVT-equipped models. Lucas, that's the Sentra CVT in a nutshell. Quiet failure, big bills, and lots of frustrated owners, and now your name's added to the list, unfortunately. Sorry, Lucas. Next one's about the Chevrolet Equinox. The air conditioning failure from Raquel or Rachel, probably Rachel in Texas. The AC started blowing warm air during the first heat wave of summer. Bad timing, right? Turned out the compressor was faulty. It took 2 service visits over a week to fix it, all under warranty, thankfully. And there's a nice little theme, right? A lot of these things are on warranty. Not terrible cars, but at least you have that warranty to cover your butt later. Lesson here, don't forget to test everything during the walk around, including the AC, the heat, defroster, windshield wipers. Clearly, comfort systems matter more than you think, and Raquel has figured that one out. And you're right, especially in states like Texas, functional climate controls are non-negotiables, aren't they? This one from Jeff in New York about the BMW X3. Early oil leak, he says. Had just 18,000 miles on the clock when I noticed oil spots in my garage. Never a good sign. Dealer said it was the valve cover gasket was leaking. They fixed it, but I was stunned that something like this could happen so early. 18,000 miles in a BMW X3. I'm assuming it was new, Jeff. Luxury doesn't always guarantee a bulletproof engineering setup. Some European models have a known appetite for oil even when they're new. This is kind of the German trade-off, isn't it, Jeff? Refinement and handling come with a higher maintenance curve and cost, as your wallet has probably experienced. Sandra, just figuring this out as I go. From Nevada, Honda Civic, the paint peeling. This is something I've heard many times before. The engine's been flawless, she says, but by year 2, the clear coat started peeling on the roof and the hood. Honda says it wasn't covered under warranty because it wasn't considered defective, just cosmetic, which is very frustrating. Sandra, as you're realizing here, reliability isn't just under the hood, it's on the hood. Exterior build quality matters, especially in those high sun regions like Nevada. Reminder that resale value includes how the car looks, Sandra. So if you're looking to sell it, maybe get a little makeover. Greg in Washington State has a head gasket failure story with his Kia Sorento. At just over 70,000 miles, it overheated without warning. Turned out to be a blown head gasket. I kept up with every oil change and service. I was shocked it happened at that mileage. 70,000 on a Kia Sorento. Not sure on the year because he didn't include that. But some of the older Kias with a 2.4 liter engine have had durability concerns. As you're learning, Greg, always research engine-specific reliability, not just the brand name. A good thing, though, that with Kia and Hyundai, they have that long-term warranty, so hopefully you didn't get screwed over too much. A reminder that even a good warranties can't save you from poor engineering, but it is a time consumption issue too, isn't it? Last here, we'll go with the Dodge Charger suspension clunks from Marcus in Georgia. Marcus writes, it started with a soft clunk over bumps at 12,000 miles, so probably within the first year, most likely. Turned out to be a bad control arm. I've had 3 more suspension issues since then, all under warranty, but it made me paranoid. Don't dismiss early noises when you hear them. Maybe you jot them down. Keep a little diary inside your glove box. Clunks and rattles are rarely just cosmetic. They often signal some real suspension problems with your vehicle. Marcus, good instincts following up on that sound. Too many people ignore it until it becomes a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 problem. There you go. 10 real-world reliability red flags based on real owners. Some are tech issues, others were mechanical failures, but they all happened early, and they all shaped how these other owners felt about their vehicles. So even reliable brands can have unreliable stories associated with them, their components. That's why you need to research those models, the engines, and trims, not just go by the badge, as you're learning right now. And before you buy, go to quotes.everymandriver.com first to compare prices, trims, inventory in your zip code so you can avoid overpaying for a car with a known weak spot. It's a free search engine used by thousands every day. Could save you hundreds or thousands of dollars on your next new or used car, truck, or SUV. Have you had something fail early on your car, truck, or SUV? Drop your comments and tell your story in the comments section below. I might include it in a future follow-up if we get enough of those. If this video helped you, please hit subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next one with more real-world car advice. Adios.
One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.